Alright, that's like take 6. What's up, guys? Uh, Shooting a video up 65 days since the last one. It's been about 2 months. And basically, this is like a quick update. What have I been up to? Plus, sort of a pledge and motivation to get me to get the snowball rolling, try to get those 10 videos so I can finally get monetization, or more importantly, I actually can analyze and see my audience in my videos. So real quick, little room tour. This is where I'm at right now. I'm at USF in Tampa, chilling. Got the blanket to sound out the roommates. But anyways, what have I been up to? So my first focus actually has been on my internal work with 2 things. So first has actually been just my product, my deliverables, and actually all the coding and concepts behind what I'm actually trying to produce with my networking. And then the other aspect of that has been focusing a lot on the gym more. My brother's a pro bodybuilder, as well as it's just always been in my family and stuff. So I feel like I've started to see like the fruits of my labor with that, and really is taking a passion for the lifting aspect. So combination of those 2 things, I've let content slip through my fingers. I've never been good with the short form content, but in terms of long form, which is what my priority is, because I don't want you scrolling on your phone, but actually engaging in content that's going to promote your life and make you actually get out there and be successful. So what do I mean by internal work, right? So some cool things first is I have a name drawn up. I've acquired the domain and the rights to it, plus the LLCs in process. So that's my kind of literal start, right? For most business owners can start at. But apart from that, with my deliverables, I think I finished the probably best database I have yet to produce. I want to give a sneak peek to what it is, but I think I'll save that for my next video, which I want to do is what do I have to offer? What am I actually delivering clients? But in this, I actually done a lot of upgrades to it. That tag system works so well where I could sort through people as quickly as possible. I have updated my numbers and stuff, as well as the way I list dates. It's an actual active calendar system that I could look at in different views. And then some of the responses and connections, I could just calculate the rates of my success, my win rates, right on here. I don't have to actually do some of the old, number counts, whatever, calculations, etc. And it's a much more neater, flush-looking system and in a proper order. And then apart from this, regardless, I've actually mapped out what it takes to build this as a part of a deliverable. I want to make sure I could actually work with the client to build this. But additionally, this is my first database that successfully works well with AI. That I could actually take this, I could copy it, link it, and send it as a coded file. I think CSV was it? I can send a CSV file to my ChatGPT, and it fully fluidly works together. Where before I had problems where it would read the information, but it couldn't actually select like row 17 with all the information there. It was not doing good at that part, but now it perfectly has everything categorized and understood. So next, I've actually began to work with that opportunity I got maybe 2 months back. I've got the ability to work with a partner in Tampa that I'm going to meet next week. So since I've been home, I've gotten invitations to certain run clubs with certain business owners, as well as just to meet and do certain things with them. Some events I was invited to, some entrepreneurship events, etc. And I can't do those things when I'm home. So the idea is now that I'm actually in Tampa, I'm actually able to start up with those things. So with school starting, it's a little bit hard to weave into that process, but those are things I'm now able to begin, and hopefully through networking and spread the word, get my business out there. And a part of that is actually I'm doing some contracted work. So what I want to stress too is with networking is it's all about trading skills. And I've actually now have the skill of databasing the table that I'm able to bring to the table. And I've actually started working with databases with other people because they're interested in my work, and it's kind of a way for me to practice this, to work on my deliverables and working on with other people together, so I could build up my own company. Alright, lastly, I've been actually building a website. So I have some graphic designs. I actually can, sneak some logos up there, some concepts, and I'm working on the launch and everything. Because my whole idea here is that I had this whole complicated system. I have it up here, and there's coding in every single back end, front end, etc. The whole intro website, the back website, all these keys that have to be put in, JSON files, these APIs have to work with, etc. And it's a really good process. It's really neat. I still want to use it, but it's not what I'm going to use to actually deliver the product right away, and to see, how this is taken, how clients work with it. Because as well as this is a flush system, I can't throw all my time into building something like this, especially coming from someone that can't code, or at least doesn't know how to code as well. And I have to take steps. I have to test the water, and I think what I've delivered now, that I will show in my next video, is actually a proper step that I could do testimonies and I could try out with people to see how we could work with each other and how I actually can build my clients' networks. And in that process, I'm trying to build a website that is straight up and a service that's straight up. What I want for people is to just take what I give them, learn it right away, build their own models for it, and then just take off with it. Ideally, this is a process that takes whatever months it is, and however the idea behind how I'm charging things, etc. But the idea is that someone can learn from me, they could take this and they could run with it, and they could use it themselves. So in order to do that, I have to scrap. I don't need all these fancy graphics like animated websites with all these crazy signups and stuff, because as much as that is like a cool part, I think a lot of that is the influencer aspect of these people who start businesses like this. And I think what I want first is just raw data, raw deliverables, raw usable content that kind of pushes past all the useless things. I'm not trying to make some complex guide. I'm just trying to deliver you this product that works, the system that works. Go ahead and use it. You're gonna have to put your time and effort into it, but whatever you put into it, you'll get out of it. And I'm not trying to throw that fluff in there to make this process last longer, to charge more. And I think that pretty much covers it. I don't know how many more attempts it takes I have to do to get this right, but that is what I've been working on. I am really proud of the system. I'm trying to find out how exactly I'm going to organize schedules and some of the calendars, some of the other aspects of this. But in terms of my actual outreach database, I'm really happy with the product I have right now, and I'm excited to show you my next video. So look out for what do I have to offer, and everything that you can expect if you want to work with me. Anyways, guys, peace.